Online shopping has never been bigger. There's more sellers, more products, more platforms. In 2023, American sellers sold more than 4.5 billion items on Amazon alone. That's over 8,000 items sold every minute. But for every one item sold, there's a sea of this. Fake sellers, fake products, fake reviews. Everything is just bots and scams. These bots aren't just annoying, they're completely destroying any chance small business owners have to make a living. I want to show you just how bad this problem is getting, and whether this is the end of e-commerce. Meet Ida. She runs a small handmade jewelry business called Jewelry by Ida. And Ida is a real person, a real seller. She has her own website, social media. She even has her own YouTube channel where she shows the behind the scenes of her business. I reached out to Ida, and she gave me her first-hand accounts of what it's like to be an owner of an online business in 2025. Long story short, it sucks. Her DMs are constantly full of bots, fake customers, fake offers. Sometimes she even finds her photos in other people's posts, even though she never gave permission to share. For a small business owner that's running the entire business by herself, dealing with bots and trying to figure out whether someone's a scammer or not is basically a job on its own. And that's something small business owners never had to deal with before. Mom and pop shops used to be the economic engine of the US. Small business owners were proof of the American dream. A person could come from nothing, open up their own shop, and support their family. They knew who their customers were, who their competition is, and what they had to do to succeed. But as massive retail chains started taking over, mom and pop shops were getting squeezed out by unfair competition, and many of them couldn't survive. Towns that used to be bustling with activity now look like this, either completely abandoned or like retail hellscapes. It's like that meme of like a random city in America, and it's like the European mind can't comprehend this. It's basically that. The golden age of going downtown to your local mom and pop shop is gone. To survive, many small business owners have turned to new online platforms like Etsy, eBay, or Amazon. The promise was, if you go where the customers are going, you'll have success. And on the surface, it looks like it's working. Online retail is bringing in record number of sales, and a lot of that is coming from smaller sellers. But what's also starting to happen is that just like how giant corporations took over physical retail space, bots and AI-generated content are now taking over the digital space. Take this Etsy account, for example. The seller has over 100,000 sales and is labeled as a star seller on Etsy. But if you dig a little bit deeper, you start to see things that are suspicious. First of all, their location is literally just Europe. It's not even set to an actual country. Kinda weird. Also, a Pinterest account associated with this seller doesn't even have a cover photo. But it gets really suspicious when you look at the items. It's just the same clearly AI-generated mock-ups of supposed digital t-shirt art. Like, are we really calling this a shop? And let's look at some of the reviews. The last 3 reviews were all posted exactly 2 days apart from each other. Each one left by accounts with oddly similar looking names. And when you click on one of these buyers, the only person they follow is the owner of another digital art shop that sells almost identical AI-generated designs. So one of two things is possible here. Either all these accounts and all these reviewers are fake bots, or they're real, but everything they post is AI-generated slop. Either way, is this really what e-commerce has come to? Faceless bot accounts and AI-generated slop? This artist and photographer said it best. After she found out that her real work was used over 22,000 times to make AI photos, she said her life's work was reduced to meaningless fodder for a commercial image slot machine. For real sellers like Ida, this situation has made running an online business almost impossible. There's not really much sellers can do. Platforms like Etsy and Amazon say they're working hard to combat bots and AI slop, but clearly they're not catching up. The best we can do as customers is to make sure we don't fall for these cheap slop shops. but to actually support real sellers who take the time to show us that they are real. The dead internet theory isn't a theory anymore. More and more of the internet is becoming AI-generated slop or fake bot accounts. Usually we laugh at this kind of stuff because it's obviously fake and pretty harmless. But for small business owners like Ida who were pushed onto online platforms, it's not funny and it's not harmless. It's leaving them struggling to compete with giant retail chains on one side and fake AI slop on the other. I don't really know how to end this episode. I can't really see a positive note to end on. Honestly, I don't see any solution happening anytime soon. I guess all you can do is support your local business that you know is legit to make sure that they're as successful as possible. And I know this is another one of those AI bad, everything sucks kind of videos, but everything sucks. I don't know. I promise I'll have a more positive video coming out soon. If you want to stay updated on its release, make sure to like and subscribe. And I think that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.